Hello and welcome back to our scrubby little team that we got here. So, yeah, we have... Let's just get to the battles. Let's just get to the battles and see what we can do. Okay, we have a Beedrill, which is not Mega. We have a Claydol. We have a Hitmonchan, a Charizard, a Standard Rotom, and a Ferroseed. Out of everything that could lead, I'm seeing the Claydol leading, or the Ferroseed leading. Both of which could be hit reasonably hard by a Frost Breath. However, we could also lead off with Joshua, our defensive wall. We're going to lead off with Joshua. Okay, this worked out reasonably well. We're going to try and get our Stealth Rocks up, because it doesn't look like... If he has the Defog on his Charizard, fair enough. He might have the Rapid Spin. It's very possible. He has Will-O-Wisp on his Rotom, that's fair enough. We are just going to go for the knockoff. Goes for the Hex. We just got played. Okay. As much as I want to keep this thing around, I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. We're just going to go for the knockoff. That Hex. Okay. Joshua is apparently his name. There we go. We're going to go into the Derpy Bird, who is Choice Banded. We know he's not Choice Scarf. We know we get to knock off something, and it's going to hurt. So goodbye. Destroyed right there. Not the best start we could have. We do have Rocks up, so that stops the Charizard coming in against us right now. I'm imagining the Ferroseed coming in. In which case, I am going to definitely swap out into... Yep, I am swapping out right now. I am swapping out into Pedro, expecting a Leech Seed. Because honestly, this thing can't do a lot else other than Leech Seed and stuff like that. Gyro Ball is resisted. That doesn't do too much. We can scald this thing down very, very slowly. We can hope for a burn, to be honest. It goes for the Iron Defense, but we're not physical, so that doesn't affect us in any way. Can we get a burn? We don't get a burn. Giga Drain does absolutely nothing. He has Iron Defense, Gyro Ball, Giga Drain, and I imagine Leech Seed. He has to swap out. He swaps into Claydol. This is going to hurt the Claydol. Claydol loses a lot of health, gets burn, eats its citrus. We should outspeed a Claydol. We don't outspeed a Claydol. He gets the Rapid Spin off. Not the end of the world, because as long as he doesn't get his Rocks up, that means Derpy Bird is in a reasonably safe situation. So as long as that's the case, I'm okay with that. I'm imagining he did that to get a safe swap in with his Charizard. We're especially defensive. The only thing that's going to make us swap out is the Beedrill. If the Beedrill comes in, we're swapping out into something. See, right now, I want to swap out expecting a Poison Jab, but we don't have anything that really resists Poison except for Derpy Bird, and I don't want that to take a hit. So I think this is where we go into... This thing has to stay around. This thing has to stay around 100% because it easily defeats the Charizard. As much as I hate doing this, honestly, looking at his team, Candace is going to do absolutely nothing. So we're just going to go for the crit Frost Breath. With Choice Scarf, we should outspeed. A crit Frost Breath should do a good amount. We have a high special attack stat. An incredibly high special attack stat. So this is going to do some good damage. We get the crit Frost Breath, does a good amount. We get hit by Poison Jab. We're living because of our base just straight up defense. Damn. If I knew we could live, I wouldn't have even hesitated about going into this. Is he going to try and keep this thing alive? Nope, he just lets it go down. Charizard is likely coming in. I'm going to actually swap into Pedro, purely because I don't feel like I need to be worried. We can set up a Leech Seed. He's gone for the Sunny Day. His Fire-type moves are going to be very, very strong. If he has the Air Slash, that's also super effective. Leech Seed will give us a little bit of recovery, admittedly, but... That also stops us going for the Scald. He has Fire Blast in the sun. Okay, with Solar Power active. This thing was being kept around to deal with the Charizard. So if this thing goes down right now, I'm okay with it. We're just going to let it go down. Had to happen. It's fine. It's fine. Charizard, you get outsped by a Derpy Bird. It does. It gets outsped by a Derpy Bird. 100%. So that is our swap. That is our swap, without a doubt. Now, here's the question. Is he swapping out? Nah, we're just going to go for the Rock Slide. Oh, he actually swapped out, damn it. How much does Rock Slide do? 30%. That's a good amount, to be honest. Time to swap out, though. Into the Machoke. As much as I hate this, as much as I absolutely hate this, we can lock ourselves into the Dynamic Punch without a worry in the world, because it hits this thing super effective, it'll kill it. It hits the Hitmonchan for a ridiculous amount of damage, and it's going to hit the Charizard and confuse it. Even resisted, it does a lot of damage. We get the confusion. I think it's actually worth trying to stay in and go for the Rock Slide. Gets the Fire Blast off, we live because of the Assault Vest. We get the Rock Slide off when burnt, but it still kills because it's still 2 times super effective, even with... It basically equivalates to 2 times super effective. It would be 4 times super effective with burnt, that's halved. It's fine. And we'll go for the Bullet Punch for a try. Yeah, we tried to get a little bit of damage, right? How fast are you? Pikachu outspeeds this thing. Pikachu outspeeds this thing. I don't even care, we're just clicking Volt Tackle. Oh my god, that damage. Oh my god, that damage. Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. Without a doubt, worth it. We're gonna... Oh, I regret that. Oh, I definitely regret that. He has the Mach Punch, doesn't he? Yep. That was a dumb play. That was a really dumb play. Stupid play, in fact. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. If he has the Bullet Punch, please don't take his below half. Mach Punch doesn't take his below half. We still have that incredibly high attack stat with a Choice Band. I think we should be okay. We should be able to kill a Ferroseed. We take it down to 2% health. He gets the Leech Seed. We're still above our threshold. Unless he has Protect. He doesn't have Protect. Okay, that was a good match. That was a good match. It came a little bit close at the end. Admittedly, if I hadn't have swapped the Glaceon in, we'd have been in a little bit better standing. Glaceon would have been in the back to, like, avenge us if anything bad happened, but it's fine. We see a Prinplup. We see a Prinplup. I love it, okay. I love his team already because there's a Xatu, a Prinplup, a Skuntank. This is beauty. Ampharos, Xatu, Prinplup, Cypher, Skuntank, Mesprit. Mesprit lead, pretty likely. Pretty likely. Because of that, we're going to lead off with Derpy Bird because it can U-turn on just about anything. A U-turn will do a good amount to anyone. If he leads off the Ampharos, we're just going to get an Earthquake off on it and possibly kill it. If he leads off the Cypher, we could Stone Edge it, possibly kill it. If he leads off the Xatu, we could Stone Edge it, possibly kill it. This, we can just safely U-turn without worry in the world, and it's going to do a huge amount of damage. Xatu is going to take a huge amount of damage here, loses half of its health. We can go into the Choice Scarf Glaceon and get a free Frost Breath on it. I'm pretty sure. So we'll go for the Frost Breath. We should outspeed. We do. He swaps again. He swaps into the Prinplup. Okay. We get very little damage off on it, but we have a free swap into Pedro, without a doubt. He gets his rocks up, though. That's a little annoying. I want this thing Toxic. Good. Good. We trade Toxic. Trading Toxic. We'll go for the Leech Seed in case he swaps out. He does swap into the Xatu. Okay. That's a fair enough play. That's a fair enough play. That makes sense. That does make sense. We don't really have a swap into a Xatu. Not really. Not a great one. Moves we'll even have. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this thing. This thing is actually around for the Prinplup and the Xatu, so I guess we're just going to stay in and Scald. Scald does very little. He roosts up. Okay. We are going to swap at this point. There's no point staying in here. We will go into Candace. Has some okay defenses. I have to remember that. Candace does have, like, base 100 defenses near enough. I mean, it lives that reasonably easily. How much do I think he's going into the Prinplup? I don't. I'm going to go for the Frost Breath. He goes into the Prinplup, damn it. And we miss our Frost Breath. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. We can't swap this thing out without a care in the wild anymore because Stealth Rocks are up, so we have to stay in. We live on 1%. We go for another Frost Breath. Does some good damage. He should go down to the Toxic at least. Does he go down to the Toxic? No, he survives on 1%. 1%. Yeah, that absolutely sucks, because I don't know if... I don't think Sand Slash outspeeds a Prinplup. As annoying as that is. We'll go into our weakest Pokemon, which essentially at this point is Pedro. We'll go into Pedro. We will... Scald. I went for the Scald just in case he tried to preserve it. I don't know why he would, but nah. Now, what is coming in? Ampharos? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what's coming in. I wish first turn I'd made the prediction of him going into the Xatu and I just hit Stone Edge. We'd be in such a good position if I'd done that. We really would. If he brings in the Ampharos, I'm going to keep Pedro in until it dies, and I'm going to go into... Okay, he doesn't. That sucks a little bit. We'll just go for the Scald. Burn chance is nice. Oh! Or that could happen. That thing... Possibly Choice Band, possibly Choice Scarf. Can't tell which yet. Goes into the Mesprit. So against a Mesprit, I'm actually going to have to bring this thing in. I'm going to have to. It's like the only choice. I have to get the Rapid Spin off, in other words, just so the Archeops can do anything. It's the one problem with Archeops. I can't let it drop below half health, so I can't just bring it in at this situation, go for a U-turn, be happy. I can't do that. I imagine the Xatu's coming in, isn't it? Yep. Well, that was predictable, so I'm not all that mad. We can get a safe knockoff. Knockoff should do a good amount. Does a very good amount. Eats a Colbur Berry. So it eats its berry before the knockoff hits. That's kind of annoying. He can go for another Psychic and take us out. There's not a lot we can do about that. As saddening as it is, we have to go... Here is where we go into Derpy Bird, and we lock ourselves into the... What do we lock ourselves into? Rock Slide? Rock Slide. We'll lock ourselves into Rock Slide. Skuntank might come in, which is why I was tempted to go for the Earthquake, but that's way too risky when he has his R2 in right now. Way too risky. Can't do that. Okay, yep, we made the right play. Rock Slide takes out the R2 without a problem. Brings in the Mesprit. We're just going to go for another Rock Slide. That thing is Choice Scarf. That is not what I thought that thing was at all. I didn't even... Okay, that sucks, that sucks, that sucks, that sucks. We'll go into... into Fachu. I don't think we can win this match. We don't have enough resistances on this team. Fake Out does a nice little bit of damage. We'll go for the Volt Tackle, but we're probably going to just die. Yeah, we die. We get the Static. We get the Static. And we will... Honestly, Dynamic Punch still hits just as hard as the wrist, and we get a Confused chance, so we'll go for the Dynamic Punch. Hits itself in Confusion. Okay. We'll go for another Dynamic Punch. Cypher comes in. We'll go for the Rock Slide. He Aerial Aces. That thing is Choice Band Technician without a doubt. And we get wrecked. Okay. We'll definitely have at least one more battle. That match wasn't the best. I didn't play the best. We don't have a lot of resistances on this team. Could have went better. I mean, like, we have a lot of things that hit the entire team for neutral, like Psychic Dark Ghost. Hits the entire team for neutral. So that's kind of bad. We should have definitely aimed for more resistances than what we did, but too late for that now. And he doesn't have the greatest called Pokemon either. I mean, it has some okay Pokemon, but not great defensive Pokemon. We have very, very, very possible for Vion lead. Very possible for Vion lead. I don't want that for Vion to lead. I'm leading off with Fachu in case it's a Vion lead. It is a Vion lead. We're going for a first turn fake out. Because it will break the sash. If he stays in, like an idiot. Okay, he doesn't stay in. He goes into the Claydol. Can't even be mad. Sensible play, really. We will go into our Sandslash. Sets up the Reflect. We're going to get our Brox up, because it will screw up the Vion. If he... Oh, he's Calm Mind Reflect. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like this. We'll go for the knockoff, get rid of his item, because odds are it's a... Well, it's a Focus Sash. Not what I was expecting. We'll go into Pedro. It can take the hits reasonably well, because it's our special wall, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. It does take the hits very well, in fact. We'll go for a Giga Drain. Should do a nice amount. There's a chance of him swapping, but I don't know what he'd swap into. Water hits his entire team neutral or higher. That's quite nice to know. But I don't see him swapping at this point. Not with Reflect up, +1/+1. I don't see him swapping, so I'm going for the Giga Drain. Because I can get a little bit of health back. He swaps into Kabutops! Bye, Kabutops. Bye, Kabutops. That was the stupidest play you could have made. Why? Why would you swap into the Kabutops? Did you think I was going for... I don't even know. I don't even know what you thought I was going for. We'll go for the Scald. Hurricane hits hard. We get confused. We break through the confusion. It goes to 1%. We get the burn. It takes out. Okay. That burn just securing us the last 1 HP. I don't like seeing Pedro confused. I should have put own tempo on it. We wouldn't be having this trouble. Mike the Malamar. Oh, I want to Leech Seed this thing. Superpower's coming. Superpower hits. There we go. This Pokemon. This Pokemon. Right here. This Pokemon. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. We're going for the Dynamic Punch. We can take one hit. I'm sure of it. I believe. Why did I do this when I had an Archeops that has a 4x super effective U-turn? He could swap into Mismagius. He doesn't, he Psycho Cuts, he takes us out, because I'm an idiot. Because I am an idiot. And I didn't click this, and then I didn't click this. This was the smarter play. U-turn was definitely the smarter play. It hits everything, unlike frickin' Dynamic Punch. And, you know, oh my god, it lived. Oh my god, it lived. That's really bad. Bye, Joshua. I'm sorry, Joshua, but bye, Joshua. Living, though. Living on the edge. Right there. And we'll go for the Earthquake, even though it outspeeds. I'm sure it outspeeds. Malamar isn't particularly slow. It's like base 70, I think. Goes to the knockoff, takes us out. We could have gone for another superpower and got another stat boost. But, I mean... I guess he didn't need to, so sure. And we'll go for the U-turn. It's obvious what we're doing, but he's not keeping it around at this point. I don't see him keeping it around, at least. If he does, it's a free U-turn damage on something else. Kling Clang still scares me a little bit, because if that thing sets up a shift gear, it could be very, very, very powerful. So that's a little bit scary. We're gonna actually go into Fachu here. Go into the Kling Clang, please. That would be the best case scenario for us, because Glaceon can hit Claydol and Mismagius. Okay, he doesn't. We're gonna get a fake off. Fake off. Hidden Power Ice will hopefully pick up the kill. Not quite. He sets up the Reflect. Ooh, he thinks we're only physical, but we have the Volt Switch, which could actually prove to be very, very nice. Swaps into Gear 4th. Okay. We are just going to go for the... We're just going to go for the Volt Tackle, because I don't want nothing setting up too much. I'm just going to go for as much damage as I can. Yeah, here we go. Here comes the Shift Gear Sweep. Here it comes. Are you ready? You ready? You ready for the Cling Clang Sweep? It's going to sweep the rest of us. I know it. It's too powerful. That Pokemon is so good. We're going to just hope he gets stupidly greedy and goes for one more, and then we actually have a chance to kill it. He protects, but why? He's wasting his own... Oh, okay, he has leftovers. Didn't realise that. Okay, so his Reflect is gone. That's something. He Gear Grinds. It takes us out, rather unsurprisingly. Our last two Pokemon are weak to Steel. Candace is a little bit faster and has the Hidden Power Ground. So, I guess that would be our best move. Probably thinking it's Hidden Power Fire or something, but Hidden Power Ground works the same. Is it 3 times speed? I doubt we're outspeeding. Glaceon Space Speed is only 65, yeah. Yeah, as sad as this is, I don't think we're going to be able to win this. Not unless he gets the most annoying miss of his life with the next Gear Grind. He might even not risk it, he might just go for the Wild Charge, which is what I'd do. Nope, he doesn't miss, he lands it. That's another loss for us. This team had very little resistances. That's one thing I am going to criticise about. And I think that's going to wrap up this episode. So if you have enjoyed, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, it really helps out. And without further ado, bye!